Apparently, I am a superb and impressively handicapped person. Because I've been talking to y'all for like a minute or two and realized I hadn't hit the live button. I thought I did. But I was saying that it's like, it's kind of sunny right now. It's like, it's partly cloudy, it's partly sunny. Sometimes it says both, and it's like, meh. So I feel like a dumbass. Seems that cats are taking up the spot I was going to be on. They're so cute. Do I have the heart to move them? Well, I survive. Well, I don't know if I'll survive moving that one. That one might be all right. Y'all aren't even phased by this, really. Well, all right. I'm gonna at least sit there between y'all. Oof. My hair's a mess. I started to send invites and I didn't. I'm bad at sending invites. I don't know why. It's not that I don't want people here. It's just I get this urge. I'm like, maybe just live stream. And I kind of just see who shows up. Hi, Dankers. Okay, Dankers is not saying hello. Man, this lighting's hitting me in a bad way. It makes me look extra old. Yeah, it's not much better, really. Hello. I put down it's partly cloudy, and now it's like there's clouds, but it doesn't look partly cloudy. It looks sunny as fuck with some clouds. That's what it looks like. Oklahoma weather changes a little faster than I can live stream. I need to move that kennel. Don't want the grass and the weeds trying to grow up through it. Fuck am I gonna put it? This place is a mess. It's like the equivalent of, let's say, residual from like 2 or 3 different families living here. Got a little bit of everything. Really? Gotta see Socks and get out. All right, she can't. I'll have to help her out. Come on. This is a fucking mess. I have no idea what to do with anything. Yeah, I can put the kennel over there. Sorry, Socks. Didn't try to scare you. Cat is skittish as fuck. It'll hold a medium-sized dog or a few cats, depending on the situation. I forget where we get this. I think someone gave this to us or left it with us. It's been a long time either way. And I need to find the magnet that I have somewhere because there is nails and stuff in my yard and I got to get it out of there. Didn't go quite as I pictured. The Milky Quartz. I'm trying to find somebody who would want that, but I'm not the crystals type of person. Let's figure. Guess I'll come on adventure talk while I find it magnet. I'll check the trunk of the car if I can. Might be there. He's watching and not even saying hi. Weirdo. Cord that magnet's attached to. I gotta be careful. A steel belt is showing on that, and that'll cut up my fingers. Really? The empty box. Really, people? Fuck. If it weren't for my inherent laziness, I would say nobody was going to be allowed to drive my car ever again. But I hate to go get things for myself sometimes. This is nice. I don't know why this was left in the trunk to get tire dirt on. Someone left without even saying goodbye. I wanted to put the phone down for a second because I had to move that, and I just limit how many hands I got. I'm not Callie. It is really nice. Oh, I don't know where that came from, whose it is, but it's nice. But let's see. My black American flag. And I figure out where to put that. My first aid kit is not latched. Why? My kit not properly latched. See what's going on here. Wow, that's a lot of shit missing. Someone actually dumped out the contents of one of my first aid kits. It's the first one I made by myself. Guessing someone wasn't able to fasten it correctly. A lot of junk in there. Oh, shit. The steel tread is trying to attack my clothing. Oops. Not the flag. I'll put that somewhere. All right. Whoa. I forget what that's called, but very brittle stone. I'll have to figure out what to do with that. Hello, whoever. Put these over here. Someone's necklace, I'm assuming. Or bracelet. All this mess because I'm trying to find a large magnet. This was given to me. It's a quote by Ronald Reagan. I should probably put that on my wall somewhere. This has been needing to be cleaned out for a while. Oof. Okay. Those are abolish the Turnpike Authority. I might need that one at some point. Not gonna lie. That shit show is still going on. There too. I don't think I'm gonna need a coat for a while. Unless a trench coat. Two more beads. Three more beads. Hey, Mr. CCTV. Whoever, it's me. Interesting stuff in my yard. Well, this is my trunk, but yeah, I got a couple of things in my yard you might be interested in seeing. They're under a cover, so it's really hard to show it. Right now, I'm trying to find a magnet because there are nails and stuff in my yard. And with the grass trying to grow, I can't see it properly. Plus, I'm not trying to run into rusty metal. I don't necessarily believe the old wives' tale that rust causes tetanus, but also it can cause other infections. I'm not trying to have it. So if I can find that magnet, I can clean it up. What is this? It's a cute little jar. Not mine, but it's a cute jar all the same. Oh, that's my other first aid kit. At least one of them's intact. A bag of sand we always keep. No, emergency bottle of water, because you never know. Is that two? That's 2 bottles of water, actually. That does not even need to be in here. Oh, make that another first aid kit. Apparently, I'm expecting a war. This is one of the ones I made myself, and it's got polypropylene stitches. Not sure what condition they're in. They've never been used. It's a little bright. I had to see the true value has magnets on wheel. Oh man, I do need those. The ones on wheels. Fuck yeah, I need those. We had one, but the wheels fell off, so I just dragged it across the ground. Not sure what happened to it, but no, I had a magnet that was about 6 inches long, about 3 inches wide, and it had like a little bolt thing at the top where you can tie a rope around it, like a loop. And I'm trying to figure out what happened to it. So I thought maybe, just maybe, it'd be in here. Somebody voted for mayor, and that sign is toe up. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what to do with it. Fuck. It's getting warm. Of course, it gets warm as soon as I'm out here doing something. Shit. Little cat hat. An empty cardboard box again. Always. Nobody knows how to throw anything away in the car. Seriously. Like there's like 2 or 3 empty boxes in the trunk. I had to burn that at some point. I'm thinking maybe this evening I might. It'll go up pretty quick, so the bonfire won't last long. Found 2 coats in there. Here's the other empty fucking box. I'm gonna turn the brightness on the screen because not this bright outside. I can't read it. I go in the shade so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Now I can see properly. I'm trying to figure out where that rope is, or not that rope. Sorry, I saw a rope over there, but the magnet is attached to a rope. It's similar to that one, but it's instead of white and red, it's red and white. And my cigarette went out. Of course, all the partly cloudy fucking went away while I'm doing this. It's the audacity. Empty bag. Oh, I have spicy shoes that I never wear. I saw them like really cheap for like $5 somewhere, like last year. And I was like, ooh, sassy. They do have good tread on them because it was like combat boot tread. But they're like sassy heels. I think my midlife crisis is just having issues right now. Part of me thinks I'm too old to try to wear something like that. I lack the balance. But at least I won't slip and fall because, like I said, it's got better tread than my car tires do. Hey, Bob. Put that there. I really thought I opened that, but I'll just open it later. I hate touching trash cans. So I'll use like the handle of something to open it. Weird, sorry. And there's a bucket. Is that steel or copper? Some clothes. It belongs to the young girl. Oh wow, this is cool as fuck. This is new. Neat. Don't know quite what I'm looking at, but it looks fucking good. Looks like it goes to a particular part. So no fire for Congress. I voted for him. It was really hard to find anyone I thought was half decent to vote for. Oh, rubber hammer, always handy. And then wee little fender benders. Oh, some more parts of that bracelet or necklace that broke in here. I'm assuming that string was not long for the world. It's some kind of dark silver metal that breaks, or stone that breaks really easy. And that's just what this is. I'm trying to get to the parts. I hope it's not super important to somebody. But that's what it is. I forget what it's called. I have a necklace made out of it, but I can't remember what kind of stone or metal that is. Hey, Dave Myers! I have not had a chance to say thank you for the love you sent, I think, last month. I had kept meaning to say something, but I just hadn't had the chance. Because, like, I don't think you frequent Twitter very often. And when I saw you briefly in the chat the other day, it slipped my mind. But I had been meaning to say thank you so much because it was such a welcomed, like, surprise. It was so great. It was such a huge help. So I just wanted you to know, mwah, and you're awesome. I always try to tell people thank you when I get the chance. Whew, fucking hot. Of course, now look at it. It's not quite as bright and sunny now that I quit for a second. And then it gets cloudy. Things happen. They do. It's often something between shit going on and ADHD. Because I saw you, and I remembered I wanted to say something, but a lot of people were talking on the panel, which is not their fault. And I just, what was I going to say to him? And I couldn't for the life of me. And then I just saw you, and I'm like, my Black American flag just went flying in the wind. I'll have to go save that. There seems to be some rumors on Twitter. Well, my rumors. Like apparently someone took a picture of someone with a Black American flag outside their door. And these people were going around canvassing. I'm assuming like to hand out leaflets or whatever. And this lady's like, she took a picture and she goes, I asked my friend, what does that mean? And he's like, it means they're going to shoot you. No, that's not generally what that means. Unless someone's acting totally stupid, that's not what it means. It means that, like, if something tyrannical was to happen, they're not going to put up with anybody's shit. They're not going to, if they're sane, they're not going to harass somebody just knocking on their door. I wish people wouldn't say weird shit like that, because that's not most people. There's a few bad apples. I ain't gonna lie. There's definitely some bad apples, but not everybody who has a Black American flag is ready to get gun ho all over somebody. Like, no. I don't even know what I do with it. I actually have like 3 flags to hang up if I do a place to do it. I might just have to get a dowel and just kind of have it like hanging like a banner like on my wall. So I have one for Ireland, Scotland, and the Black American flag. Because I know this is probably going to make somebody mad. Dave Myers might understand. Other people might not. But the way the country's going, the regular American flag, I don't necessarily feel like hanging up in the normal way. Be honest. It's not that, oh, you hate America. I think it could be better. I like it for what it could be. Part of what it used to be. Not the shitty parts, but the better parts. Not the crap parts. So, our country's a mess. It's in distress. So, and neither party's happy. So, I think that warrants a black flag. Sure. I've never been totally a patriotic person. Probably something else. It's not going to be a very popular opinion with people. And it doesn't mean that I hate my country. See, a lot of people think, and for a long time, that if you don't like your government, you hate your country and your fellow countrymen. It's not true. You can hate your country. Or I'm sorry, you can hate what's going on in your country. You can hate your government, but you can love your people. I think people forgot how to differentiate that. They just lump it all together. Both sides do. If you don't agree with certain Republican things, they think you hate your country. If you take a knee, they think you hate your country. If you don't Republican hard enough, they think you're not patriotic. It's come to the conclusion that we're being played. I mean, I've probably said this before. I've been patriotic my whole life. I hang my colors, my regular looking American flag forever. That's totally fine. Like I'm not downing anybody who does. I'm not. That is not my intent. If you, I mean, there are things to feel patriotic for. It's just that in the last 20 years, there have been the reasons to be patriotic are diminishing. But maybe that's the time to become patriotic, when things are getting bad. Right now, everybody hates each other. Everything's a mess. And we went, well, when I say we as a people in general, not me personally, we went from bitching at Elon Musk for spending that much money trying to buy Twitter instead of helping the homeless, but we're not complaining that our current administration is sending billions of dollars to the Ukraine instead of feeding our own people and taking care of our own people. For one or two of those payments they sent to the Ukraine, man, we could give health care to those who are less fortunate. We could make sure that the elderly people are receiving food. We could have done so much with that. You know? I put my flag out on Memorial Day, and it's still out there. Hopefully nobody thinks I'm a patriot. Well, you can be, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird if you think about it. We're falling for something. We're being tricked into something. Because being patriotic to your country, whatever country it is, shouldn't be frowned upon. But it's being changed. And because of a few shitty apples and terrible media on both sides, it's causing more of a divide. You ain't supposed to fly it at night. I've seen flags fly at night. They're a little lower at night, but I've seen them fly at night, especially at the Capitol. I think I've seen it. I even have pictures of where it's in the background. Can't remember. But either way, though, and also you got to take CCTV. You got to take in consideration some people live alone and have a hard time getting to their flagpole and being able to bring it down. Like some people have a flagpole, some just have a thing on the side of their house, which would make it easier. But I mean, as long as you don't let it, if it gets too tattered, take care of it. But other than that, I don't see anything wrong with letting it fly day or night if someone wants to. I don't have a problem with that. And besides, Dave Myers, there's nothing wrong with being a patriot to your country. The word patriot has been we've been getting tricked by our government, to be honest. They pick some of the worst people who call themselves patriots. And some of them who just maybe either misguided or got duped into something, because God knows our government can't be trusted. Haven't been able to trust our government probably in forever, to be honest. But, you know, each side is polarizing worse. The left is getting worse. The right is definitely getting worse. When I campaigned, I caught more crap from my own party than I did Democrats. What's that tell you? Shit. I really thought I was going to be like a keyboard like warrior fighting people on the internet because I was a Republican. And they didn't come for me. One person did, and it actually started out as an argument over a sculpture that hangs over I-40. And so it was an argument about the artistic look of it. I didn't think it looked like a bird. They did. I thought it looked like a fucking mosquito. And they thought I was a Trump supporter because of that, which is weird. So that's the only time a Democrat came at me sideways, and it didn't even start out as politics. I just don't fly one. I love my country and my flag. I just know myself well enough that I choose not to make a demonstration and fly. And that's fine too. Like a lot of people, they I don't know what you call it. They parade too hard. Like I get why. I think it's a morale booster. And I get that because honestly, I think both sides need morale boosting. I would love to find some way, and I know it's gonna sound creepy, but hear me out when I say this. Hey, insanity, but I wish I could control everybody in the United States for 6 months. And I know that sounds fucking creepy, but what I would be encouraging, and I mean, we can have open discussions about what we don't agree with, but I want us to start focusing on the things we do have in common. I think if we did that for 6 months, people might chill out a little more on both sides. Because both parties are all 10 toes down, heels in the ground. Elon Musk had an opportunity to send Amber Heard to Mars, and he blew it. The bitch ain't worth the money, though, but that is funny, and I do like it. I Oh, fuck me. I forgot to ask how you guys are doing today. I'm sorry. How are you fellas doing today? I know as soon as I walk out there, it's gonna be sunny as fuck again. How dare you, you tyrant? What? Wait, what did I miss? Wait, on what part? I'm super sexy, awesome. Well, I mean, you're right. You are a sexy man. You're not wrong. You're like an untouchable sexy, but yeah, you're aesthetically decent. Like you're good looking. I was about to say decent, and I'm like, that might not come out nice. I'm trying to find some way to compliment you where it doesn't sound like I'm being inappropriate because you're married. So I'm not trying to be inappropriate with someone's husband. That ain't me. I don't know your wife, but I got too much respect for the fact that she is your wife. You want to control everyone. It is, that would be a lot of work. But that's what I would want. Or hell, even 3 months. If I can control everybody for 3 months, everybody would chill out. We would try to find some sort of a balance. Like some people want socialized health care, others don't. Even though we really kind of do, it's just very shitty. And it would probably be a lot better if they hadn't sent shit tons of money to other countries in general, and instead actually put the money here. But I think the emergency room, I could see having the emergency room be socialized healthcare and give them what they needed. Because sometimes people don't have insurance, but you fall off a ladder and break your arm, you don't really want a $10,000 bill for that, man. But like long-term care, I could see that being like an insurance situation, but like the insurance company not be assholes about it. Because that's insurance companies are such a scam. They really are. The only time insurance company is half decent, is if you haven't paid in too much yet and you're already covered and you need to go to the hospital and they save you from a $50,000 bill. You know what I'm saying? Like that would work. But if you've been paying insurance, fuck off ants. Sorry, I got red ants and black ants. I think they're having like a turf war over here because the red ants live up there, but they've been moving down this way where the black ants are. And I'm like, figures. I always thought that maybe like emergency room or like emergency room care and like those little clinics you go to. I forget what they're called, but like basically, if you have a cold and you want a doctor's note, that's where you go. Urgent care. I got so much fear. She is my wife. You fear that she is your wife, or you have so much fear because she's your wife? Like I'm not sure. Well, I have no intention of giving your wife a reason to give you fear. Urgent care. Yeah. I think like that I think the urgent care should be like this mix where you can use like a regular insurance or socialized healthcare. Like have there some kind of a balance. I mean, if our country is willing to spend sorry, I asked on my cat. You all right? Yeah, she's good. She's good. She's got a lot of fluff. She's fine. But yeah. As much money as we have sent to other countries that don't even deserve our help, or not as much as we've sent, we could have helped so many homeless veterans. Get those cute little houses. They look like little playhouses. They're like small, but they're tall. And if it's like a bedroom and has like a little lofty spot up there where you could put your stuff and things like that, we could have gave like homeless people, including veterans, that. You know, we could have done. I'm not going to name names. It's probably only half okay thing he ever did. But a certain person in World War II, before he, fully unleashes crazy, made sure that every family who couldn't afford a car got a car. It doesn't have to be a great car. It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be, half-ass decent and get point A, point B, I think with all that money, we could have actually done that for our own people. We could have done that. We could have increased Social Security for the disabled and the elderly. All the things that we could have done. Because, if we're going to pretty much send socialized help to another country, we might as well do it for ourselves. Oh, my back. But we didn't. Instead, we gave it to a president who did the Ukrainian dubbing for Paddington Bear. And then he demands another 70 billion. So just 70 billion on its own, I could do a lot of good. Yugo cars are pretty bad. Yugo, is that like a brand, or you're like referring to like Yugoslavian? She is Asian, which means butcher knife levels of fear. Yeah, don't piss her off, man. Don't. I would say something trying to be humorous, but I'm afraid it might be taken as racist. But I was gonna joke that you better be careful, they come out fighting. It's meant as a compliment, but it might be mistaken. So, but I was afraid if I didn't explain, people might assume it was something worse I was gonna say. Hey, memes, what's going on? How are you? I was trying to clean out my trunk, the shit show over there. I'm trying to find a magnet. I have a magnet somewhere on a rope where I can drag it around a certain part of my yard because I have nails and metal. And thankfully, that spot, the grass is not growing because it's been such direct heat on that area. So, but I don't want the grass to grow over that because I do not. That was launched Volkswagen. Yes, Volkswagen is the vehicle I'm talking about. I just didn't want to say the name of the person who launched that program. It was a good idea. It's probably one of the only things he had it was a good idea. It's like you were off to a good start and it's shit. Everything went to shit after that. But yeah, well, like 70 billion just as recently, we could have helped people have like some little cheap, cars to get from A to B, because a lot of people don't have a car to even get to work or anything to go do stuff. We could have made sure that Meals on Wheels had funding, made those little cute, tiny little mini houses for like homeless veterans or just homeless people in general to live in. We could have done so much with that. I just like stepping on nails, right? Same. I'm only taking a temporary break, so I pretty much emptied out my trunk. So I'm trying to figure out where it. My friend may have absconded and maybe over at his trailer. I know it looks quite trash that we have like a small trailer on the yard, but it kind of like he's a truck driver, so this kind of gives him his own little domicile to kind of be in. Defund Congress. Heck yeah. Or just pay him $50 an hour when they work. I think that was actually one of the original plans when they started all this, is they would get paid only when they were actually at work and actually did something. And they made sure that didn't stay long. She has landmines and needs a magnet. Speaking of landmine, I'm not sure I'd want to use a fucking magnet to find it. I'd have to have a long rope and just like drag it from a far distance and see what I caught. So if I hit a switch on that thing by accident, it's a mess. But no, I don't have landmines. I wouldn't even know what to do with that. I mean, I know theoretically what you do with it, but like I've never seen a purpose or a need around here for that sort of a thing. I mean, I'm able. I mean, for a while, sporadically, I will lock the door after saying this, just in case. But most times, I go to sleep with the front door open, not just unlocked, open. Because I mean, I know my yard's trashed, but somewhere through the trees, way over there, is one of my neighbors, and they mind their own business. the neighbor that's on the other side of that tree that you cannot see up the driveway out of the gate, they come down here and visit all the time. Like, they don't even have to knock. They just walk in, sit down. He has a medical card when I say this, you know. Rolls a joint, waits for my boyfriend to wake up. We kind of joke. I'd be like, "Hey, honey, your boyfriend's here." He's like, "All right." Gets up and goes smokes with him. It's a way of kind of getting out of the house and getting away, but not being far away either. So yeah, I'm not. Somebody would have to directly come for me, and it'd have to be something worthwhile, which I do not have. I have a car that's in really bad shape. Speaking of which, I cannot drop my PayPal link, sadly. But yeah, I need 2 new tires because the steel tread is showing, the steel belt is showing on both of them. Actually, I need a CB shaft as well. I'm not sure if it's a short one or a long one that I need. My friend suggests both. I'm like, well, which one's leaking? Let's tackle that one first. So yeah. But if somebody wants to help with money, they can hit me up in Twitter and I can send the link there. Fuck words. I can send the link there if you want. After this, obviously. Too hot to leave the door open. Last few nights it wasn't. Last night and the night before was like 74 degrees. Dude, that is a cold spell compared to what we've had. We've had 103-degree temperatures. That was a cold spell coming through, trust me. And besides, it's good to get fresh air into the house. It's not good having stale air. But yeah, it had a decent chill to it. I was like, ooh. Ah, it's cloudy again. All right. Get my fat ass up. So we're gonna go try to find that magnet. So I put it out the trunk. It's not there. If I start to cut out, it's because the Wi-Fi is in the house. And this spot is just out of range a little bit. So if I cut out, just give me a minute and I'll be back. Because my friend may have dragged it over here for God me. Fucking morning. Because we're shit for my car. Took a while, but we got it. All right. Here's where the mesh is. Well, that's some of it. I wouldn't feel the need to walk around the sidearm around here. There's nothing going on out here. I'll leave my car door unlocked, the front door open when the weather's decent. Like, there's nothing going on around here. For some reason, my friend stuck a bread knife or whatever that is in the wood slats next to the door. Had no idea why. So I decided just to decorate it. And it says, if you're not invited, you might need this to even the odds. May the odds be ever in your favor. I figured that might be off-putting to somebody. Like, personally, if someone... And we lost her. How'd you lose me? I'm right here. I gotta take all this off and put it into the metal junk. Did you really lose me? I'm right here. Okay. Y'all see me, or like, what's the deal? Oh, that breeze is nice. Welcome back. There's a lot of fucking nails. Yeah, good enough. Oh, is there a kitty bitching? In you go. So a cat. There's more to be collected in that little tiny spot. Thankfully, it's all in one little spot. I do not want a mower blade to find that. Oh wow, that's fucking unexpected, but okay. Yikes. You're beginning to delay between chat. Yeah, my bad. Now the magnet's trying to stick to the metal cabinet thing. I'll take a second. I need to get something to drink. My medication makes me thirsty as fuck. I've been doing all right, so I'm prescribed 2 Klonopin a day. And for a week or so, I've been doing really good, only taking half a pill a day. I don't know what my TikTok's doing. Parents taking it upon itself to do shit. Anywho. I'll wait till it stops being quite so bright outside for a minute. Really about it couldn't come out when I came out. These cats know when I'm finally sitting down being comfortable, and they do that. Oh, don't be an asshole to Dank. He didn't do nothing. She's such an asshole sometimes. Anyway. Oh yeah, so yeah, I was actually really proud of myself. I'd only taken half a Klonopin a day instead of 2 pills a day, and started getting a little bit of panic earlier, cold sweat kind. I'm like, oof. So I took a pill. Now I'm like, ooh, because I'm kind of used to a full pill now. I'm like, I'll bounce back. So what you been up to, Insanity? Well, if I remember correctly, no wonder you walk around your property with the sidearm, dude. You got like 40 acres or 50 acres. And you could run into all kinds of shit like coyotes and fucking timber wolves or whatever the fuck it is you got down there. I don't know. So, I could see you needing that. It'd be really cool. Tranquilizer darts. They should make that as easy to get. Well, I mean, yeah, they should make that as easy to get as a gun. They really should. Depending on where you are, like a 2 or 3 day waiting period, and then you get it. Because honestly, I mean, I think if you had to like subdue somebody and you didn't want to kill them, I think knocking them out would be great. Honestly, some people don't want to commit to actually killing someone, but knock them out, sure, I'd be down for that. Sometimes killing folks gives people PTSD and nightmares. Some people don't want to have to deal with that shit, but they also don't want to deal with shit like people attacking them either. So I think that'd be awesome. Ooh, I don't know if I can get away with saying this on here. My friend told me a really cool trick about flare gun. Apparently, you can alter it to shoot something else. I was like, bruh, can you? That's cool. Although as small as a flare gun is, like, it's not a lot of recoil absorption. I imagine it'd beat the hell out of your hand trying to fire that. 12 gauge or 410. I'd be like, shit, bruh. I was like, are you messing with me? Can you really do that? I'm surprised more people aren't doing that. Like, that seems kind of cool. I was like, it'd still do the flare though, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, sweet. Shoot a flare and defend yourself. I think that's neat. Oh, and little Bob is up here keeping me company. Hi, pretty girl. She's a good cat. 26 acres. I knew it was a fucking lot. I just couldn't remember what it was. I knew it was more than mine. Like 5, 6. Yeah. So yeah, yours is just a pinch over 5 times as big as mine. That's what it is. So I got like 4.62 acres. If I saw the thing right. Hard to tell the fucking forest I have. Fuck. I need a brush hog so bad. Holy shit. There's so many areas that if I took you back there, like I could try to show you where it's supposed to be cleared out at. She wouldn't be able to tell. Like when it grows, it grows. 40 mil. Oh, yours is 40 mil. Right on, right on. Like I've tried a few, but there's like not many that just doesn't suit me. I hate Glocks, for one. It's almost all plastic, so no recoil absorption. So I fucking hate it. There's this German gun I tried. I mean, I think Glock is German too, maybe. No, it's Swedish or something, I think. Whatever the fuck. Anyway, there was one that starts with a K, and I think it's German. And the first time I ever tried it, it jammed up like 2 or 3 times. And this was at a shooting range. After the second time, I was like, this is just not what you want to have happen in a shooting range. So, like, I emptied it out, I brought it to the front counter, because you can rent stuff there, You buy bullets, you can rent the guns. And I was like, I hate to say this, but that thing is just jamming up. Like, it's jammed up like twice on me. And they're like, all right, we'll take care of it, and we'll let you pick out something else to use. Kind of like an exchange, since I already paid to rent something. So ARs, I'm comfortable with long weapons that like I can hold on to properly, get a good grip on them. And 9mm, I don't mind. 357 is kind of okay. Like if someone gave it to me for free, I wouldn't be mad, but it's not like my preferred. I mean, of course, if anyone gave me a gun, I wouldn't really bitch or complain about it. I mean, not much use for it, but my mom used to say it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. We got wild pig, various snakes, and all manner of beasties. Yeah. Oh, maybe they make different size flare guns, so it might fit a 40mm. I don't know. My friend said it was like there's 2 kinds that he knew of that could be altered, and one could take a 410 and one could take a 12 gauge. I carry a 9. So yeah, like I prefer 9s. Like it doesn't have to be wild and outrageous and gauche. It just has to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? But I can't afford that. I don't know how many Second Amendment people are just so broke they can't afford a gun. But like, guns are expensive. Like they are pricey. Even at like if you want anything that's even half decent, and something like, and not High Point, because I've heard about High Point, so we're just not doing that. But anything that's actually worth a shit, it's gonna start out like $500 or $600. Fuck, I ain't got that kind of money. I'm not 100% sure about the flare gun tube size. I would have to ask my friend. I'm not gonna call him right now because this would be the phone I'd call him on to do it. I don't know how he feels about having those conversations on the phone, but wait for the shade to come back so I can go and get more metal off the ground. There's still more. Oh, holy shit! 40mm. Damn. I wanted to get a 1911 45. I'm assuming Kimber. I've heard Kimber is like the tried and true like boss brand to have. Of course, it could just be like all hype, and I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good gun. It's just that I think you're paying probably more for the name, where you might get a 1911 that works just fine that isn't Kimber, and it'd still be good. I think people sometimes just like that. It's like you can buy a $5 purse, but you could also, some people want a Louis Vuitton purse, even though it still holds the same amount of shit. I found it was either a fake or a real one. I can't tell the difference, and I kind of don't give a shit as long as it looks good from a distance. I got like a $20 like Louis Vuitton purse at Goodwill one time. I felt like a fancy bitch. This was like 8 years ago. I wore the poor thing out. I'm not good at having purses I can't just throw in the wash. No, you can get a decent 9mm with 357. Well, yeah. I was just talking about, you said 1911, but you didn't say the brand with it. So yeah. Like honestly, like if I was gonna go for 9mm or 357, I really feel like Smith and Wesson is the way to go. To be honest, I used to have a Dan Wesson long ago. It was an anniversary gift my mom had given to my dad, and my parents passed away. And that's actually like a regret I carry, because things were so bad. Like I couldn't afford shit, and I was like, we were just on just. It was desperate, so I had no choice but to sell it. No Kimber. Kimber's garbage. Really? I heard such good things about it. Maybe that's part of the hype. I don't know. I see clouds, but I see a shit ton of sunlight. Kind of a pain in the ass. That sun beats the shit out of me. Even the cats are in here like, fuck that sunlight. But as far as I know, Smith & Wesson's been tried and true for like a long time. Yeah. Probably a long time before I can afford anything like that. My biggest worry is my CV shaft, my tires. And I think there's some balancing. There's something that needs to be done because it's eating at the tires in a weird ass way. It eats the tires, they're like the inner part of it, but not like the outer part. It doesn't wear it off evenly. It's very weird. So I don't know what to do about that. I did find out that one of the CV shafts I might need is like $30. And then like the other one is like 170. Thankfully, I only need it on one side, not both. Only one side's leaking grease. So that's the upside. So hopefully somebody will be able to send some love and help with that. Tires would be good. Tires would be really good. Ooh, clouds are back. Oof. I'm going to get a taller chair since that's hard to get up. So let's see what else we get with this magnet. This one does not want to stay. Get on there, fucker. Some of it's getting buried under the grass, so the magnet's not getting it so good. Grass is holding it back. Yeah. That's a relatively new nail. Man, there's more under here. Shit. Oh, it broke off. The metal broke off, so it's like down in this little root system. There we go. I think it's quicker to do it this way. Put a chunk of it. I conceal the Smith & Wesson. Very sexy. A man with good taste. Put the sign in. We just got one for $18. What? Oh, the magnet. Sorry. Last I seen was the Smith & Wesson. I'm like, what the fuck? Thought you must have bought it off a crackhead or some shit. All right. I think it was there's another pile because someone decided to burn a pile of wood, not realize there was pallets. And pallets are held together with nails, kids. Let me make sure this area is clear first. I don't know if it's anywhere else. Just a little bit, not much. Over here is gonna be so much worse. I don't even think I want to do it. Well, maybe it all stays together. It's not so bad, I suppose. Anchors is chasing butterflies. Let's put this here for now. I think I got most of it up in that spot. Let me check my little plants. This is supposed to be, what is this supposed to be? Tomato plant and eggplant. My little bok choys seem to be doing decently. Nothing grows in here. I'm wondering if someone sabotaged it because nothing's fucking growing in there. And then we got the sweet tomato plants here. Everyone knows pallets are healthy. Dreams are good. So we got one little tomato under there, little wee one. But we got, that one's just dead anyway. But we got a bunch of little flowers hoping to one day be tomatoes. So that's kind of neat. Oh, and a wee onion. So I like green onions. I cut some off, so that's why that looks like that. This whole area needs cleaned up, but fuck. It's been horribly hot. It's either really hot, cold, or rainy. Neither one is really ideal to try to clean up a carport. You can hydrate. Oops. My medication dehydrates me a little bit. Now I gotta figure out how to make my trunk not look like shit. May the odds be in my favor. Let's go back to this mess. I can put this. Yeah. put them down. Oh, some oil in here after all. Not much though. Yellow is not my color, so it offered to me. I was being polite. Right. Shit. Dankers, what are you doing? Are you stalking some poor creature under my car? This thing is too light and airy. I want to take it in the house. It's a pain in the ass. Straight through there. And don't even know what to do with this. Oh, my neck. That actually tells me to tweak my neck. But there's a steel cord showing in my tire. It wears off on the inner part. Both tires are like that. These need to be washed. Beautiful lube. Ah, yes, the oil. Come on. All right. Hopefully I'll get to sleep soon. I woke up at like 8 or 9 last night, and I've been up since then. It's turned into my normal schedule now, sadly. As it is, to stay honest. Keep it in a little stash box just in case, I guess. Maybe that's gonna hit that. I'm gonna bend it up and throw it in the trash, I suppose. All right. I feel like we got a little something done. Not necessarily a lot. I know my little knobby thing on the back of my phone has got a tear. Violent shaking. Sorry about that. I'm looking at this like thing. It's got like movies you can stream. Got like Minions, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse. I think I saw that, but I'm not sure I saw that. Or maybe I heard about it, just heard it was shit. I don't know. Tell you what. Air circulation or not, get my ass out there. There we go. Put the bottle behind it. There's a movie called Nope. That shouldn't be my biography. Nope. Nope. This wasn't a good idea. Nope. I don't want to meet new people in person. Nope. To that things. Man, it's only 85 degrees. I'm turning into a fucking pansy. I don't know what happened. Oh, my back. Oof. How you gonna forget to charge your phone at night? Now you need to go to sleep and dream amazing things. I don't really dream much of anything. At least nothing I can remember. I don't think I get to the proper. I don't think I get proper REM sleep, bruh. Oh, that one pill. I'm like, whew. But it's 4 o'clock though. If I go to sleep now, I'm gonna wake up at like 10 o'clock at night. Which I mean, I guess isn't bad, but yeah, I could stream then, I suppose. But usually my will to live is connect me at that point. You know what? All right. Well, since you're the only one watching, we'll say goodbye to everybody who came by, and I'll hop off and I'll figure out what to do. Maybe I'll lighten my hair and cut sides of my hair again. It's getting a little fluffy and long. But lots of hugs to everybody. Mamas.